Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Rough Cut and Sawdust. My name is Roy. Thank you so much for being here. Last fall, one of my sprinkler valves in the front yard started leaking, and the watering season was pretty much coming to an end. None of the stores had them in stock, so I decided to shut my water off at the main line, cap that sprinkler valve pipe off, because I have 3 in the front, and wait until the springtime comes around to replace it. Well, it's spring. So today, we're not going to make any rough cuts. We're not going to make any sawdust. We are going to replace the sprinkler valve in my front yard. So stick around. All right. So I drove down to my local Ace hardware store and I picked up a 3/4 inch Anti-Siphon sprinkler valve by Orbit. This piece here is 3/4 inch because my pipes are 3/4 inch. Plus, my house was built in 1956. So I've got old copper pipes, which I have converted to PVC further down, but where the water source comes in, they are still copper. This is not copper. So that's where these come in. These are called SharkBites. And again, these are found at local hardware stores. Got mine at Ace. Now these, if you're new to home improvement or plumbing, are what they call SharkBites. There's another brand called Gator Bite, but this is a SharkBite. And what it does is inside there are these teeth. So when you run this into, they work on PVC and regular copper. Once you run it in, once it passes the threshold and it snaps in, the teeth will grab hold of it. The pressure of the water will expand it and it will not come out for anything. They are reusable. I don't recommend them being reused, but they are reusable. So I bought one that has 3/4 inch thread, which will go in to the valve. Now I'm going to put some Teflon tape on it first, but it goes in the valve. Once I put both of these on and tighten them really well, you'll see in a bit where my water source comes in. It's 2 pipes. One will be the water source from the main valve, go through the siphon, and then come out towards where the sprinklers lines are. So that's what we're going to work on today. The beauty of SharkBites, one of the beauties of them, is that these teeth in here will grab onto a pipe, whether it's PVC or whether it's copper. Works for both. And since the teeth are grabbing onto the pipe, you can literally turn this piece on the pipe. It won't come loose, but the neat thing about that is if I ever need to replace this, all I got to do is grab my wrench and unscrew, remove the screw threads, and the SharkBite will spin on the pipe. So it makes it easy to remove these. Now to remove them from the pipe, there is a tool that comes with a SharkBite sometimes. It's like a little horseshoe. It's a hard plastic. You put it onto this thing, you pull hard on it, and it will release the teeth, and you can pull it off. Technically, you can reuse them. I don't necessarily recommend them, but you can reuse SharkBites. If you remove them carefully enough, the teeth will just retract, pulls off the pipe, and then the teeth come back out. So then when you push another pipe in, it opens and then locks onto it. Now, it's easier said than done because they do grab on pretty hard. So what I did is I found this, again, at the local Ace hardware store. And it's a SharkBite disconnecting Tong. So take this thing out. The way this works is it fits in to the SharkBite like so. And when you squeeze on this, what it will do, it will push this plastic here. It'll pull it in. You can see it there. It'll retract the teeth, which means you can then pull it out of the pipe. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way I can remove this from the copper piping with them attached to the valve. Because in that case, I would need 2 of these and 4 pair of hands to pull out. So again, why it makes it easy to remove the threaded side on both of these, then you'd have 2 SharkBites on 2 individual pipes that you can pull out. So let's head over to the front yard, let's shut the water off, and let's fix this thing. So these are my sprinkler valves in the front yard. So as you can see, this is the one that was leaking. So when I couldn't find the replacement for these, I had to remove it, and then I put a SharkBite here, and then I covered it with a valve, with a cap, and that helped me get through the winter without it throwing away water. The city I live in had this bright idea to put a locking mechanism on our water meters because they think that's a great idea for some reason. And I have to remember how to unlock it. I did it once before. It's got a lever in here. There we go. So now I gotta turn off the water. Okay. Okay, water's off. All right, let's test out how these SharkBite tongs work. There we go. See? Came out fairly easy, except for here comes all the water now. Actually worked, that's good. Good review on these things. Good review on these. Now when you're installing these things, you can see here, there's an arrow. This is where the water comes out. This one has an arrow where the water comes in. So you gotta make sure this is where the water from the main is coming, and this is where the water to the sprinklers is going. Okay, I unscrewed the valve from the SharkBites. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push these all the way in until they lock in place. And then I'm gonna put the valve over the top, and I'm gonna start tightening it as it's on there. It means I gotta replace some of this Teflon tape. Gotta put some more Teflon tape on it. But what I wanna do is I'm gonna put this cap on so it'll protect the threads. And then I kinda wanna pop it in. Make sure the SharkBite has engaged completely on the pipe. Putting this cap on there, protecting the threads. Same thing with this one. Front one's the one that I don't think engaged. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I have to go in. Fairly easy. Okay, so I'm gonna clean this off. Put some new Teflon tape on it. And then we'll screw this valve on. Put some new Teflon tape on it. Be right back. Okay. Now, slide one up here. That's one in. There we go. Now it's just a matter of testing it. I'm going to test it with it off. Make sure there's no leaks. And then we'll turn it on. All right. Water's on. No leaks. Let's turn this thing on. And my sprinklers are all working. This is one of the 3 stations I have, so this is the one that was off. And now I've got all 3 who are able to work. That's going to be one station on that side, in the front of the fence. And there's a station back here in front of the windows. And the one that was not working is the one by my trees and that little patch right there. So there you have it. The 2 gray and black ones are the ones that were already here. And the green one is the new one. And let's shut her off. There you go. And there you have it. New valve to go along with the other 2 that have already been that were already here. My house was built in 1956, so it's constantly needing repairs, upgrades, and so chalk this one off my list. Check this one off my list. I will tell you this: I've been using SharkBites for some time since we first moved into this house. If you don't know how to solder, if you don't know how to do that plumbing work, they come in handy. However, removing them is kind of tough. It takes some elbow grease, and if you've got chubby fingers like I do, it's hard to get in there and remove them. Highly recommend this little tool. This little tool came in really, really handy removing the old one, and it's a good little investment. I'll leave a description below. Thank you for joining me today. We didn't do a lot of rough cuts, we didn't do a lot of sawdust, but we did fix my sprinkler valve. Thank you so much for being here. If this content helps you out, please hit the like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. Let's see what we do next time. Thank you so much, and as always, God bless.